Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh my god, Hudsy? Oh, Hudson. I don't know what that was, sorry. Day 93 of asking for officially licensed daspra merchandise. Well, you know, those days are just going to keep coming and going, I'm afraid. A 25 streak, oh my god. Hudson, thank you so much for the 90 bits. Nirvana, thank you for the 25 times streaking through. We're going to have to stop you at some point. I don't know, man. I don't know. Lost, I think you were like the first one here by the books. But then Blood was kind of also here. But then FM got the first redeem. So, you know, I don't really know. I don't really know what happened, y'all. It seems like y'all are figuring it out, so I trust you all. I trust you all to sort this one out. This is all on you all right? But welcome into everybody. How y'all doing? Lost, FM, Blood, good to see all of you. Zypher, good to see you again. I hope you've had a wonderful week so far. I know this is really irregular to being a just chatting on a Thursday. I'm so sorry. Thursday talks just doesn't roll off the tongue, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't usually get first. I see what you did with the first, by the way. Don't want to miss a daspra stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thought it'd be slick snagging it on an off day. I think it resets when stream restarts. So even if you get it on an off day, I don't think you get... I don't know how that works. I don't know. Also, Tiger, welcome in. Does the daspra fancy a tea? I would love a tea. What do we have today, Tiger? I would love one. Yes. Daspra plushie win? Never. It's not happening. There will never be merch. There will never be merch, people. I'm telling you. Never. Daspra Simp Army is here. Ooh! No, there's no Simp Army. There's like a handful of like really well-trained, like commando-style operatives, but it's not an army. It's certainly not an army. Do you know what I mean? So. What do you mean by Twitch law? What? Oh. By Twitch law of like the first redeem. Yes, absolutely. Agreed. Yes. That's how the rules work. Whatever text comes across our chat, that's what we got to stick with. So that's how it works. Off today, no car rides. Whew, I can unfasten the old seatbelt. Good thing. Love the song. Yes. Smash Mouth is amazing. Glad you like it. Yes. Blood agrees. Well, Blood just likes to stir the pot. Let me tell you, if there was a daspra plushie, Blood would buy it and then take photos of it in like weird places just to like further embarrass me. Or something far more creative. That's just what came to my mind. I don't know what Blood would actually do. I don't think I want to know. Get out of my head. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I figured you were probably more creative than me and had an even better idea, but yes. Here it is sitting on the toilet again. Oh my god. Yo, how's everyone doing? I'm so sorry I missed Tuesday Talks. It's been a busy work week, you know. Also, just up front, I'm going to say this a couple of times through stream. Don't forget. Also, is that audio overpowering? No, it's fine. Okay. Don't forget that this weekend there's a stream team stream. We're going to be doing like part 2 of Are We There Yet? Where we did the first part like 2 months ago. We're finally getting on each other's calendars again. It's already posted in the schedule. But then, there's no more streams next week. Okay, I'm going to be traveling. I won't be near my PC, so there won't be a Tuesday or Thursday stream next week. But this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and post the April stream calendar on in the Discord server. So just be on the lookout for all that. But yeah, I will be gone for sure. Also, Tiger, 3 stream streak. No streaks. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a 3-stream scoot. You got a 3-stream scoot going. Hell yeah. Cried yourself to sleep because you weren't here? All right. You don't have to be sarcastic about it, Blood. All right. I was just explaining the situation. All right. Wow. Ooh. Wednesday wisdom. No, I can't take Wednesday. There is a very special streamer who holds down the Wednesday wisdom, okay? They're a fox, Mr. Wednesday. That's his domain. I dare not. I could never fill those shoes. Wednesday wizard, though. That's something we could get behind. Yes. Wednesday walks? No. It's Thursday for me. So it's Thursday talks. Oh lolo. Get the orb. Green King, welcome in. How you doing? It's so good to see everybody. I know Thursdays are kind of unusual and people have different things going on, so I appreciate you all making the time to stop by, and even for a couple of minutes on a Thursday / Wednesday, whatever day it is for you. Wololo. The orbs, yes. I've been watching way too much wizard nonsense. I don't know why. I do know why, but I don't know why. But yeah, hey, whatever y'all are having tonight, I hope you're enjoying it. It has been a wild couple of weeks, y'all. I am so excited. After stream, whenever I go to bed, I get to sleep in. What I call sleep in now is an 8 hours of sleep, all right? I get to get a full 8 hours of sleep for the first time in 14 days. I am so excited. I'm going to sleep really well tonight. I don't have to get up early for anything. I mean, I have work tomorrow, but it's later. I don't have early crap. I've had to go in early every day for 14 days in a row. Oh, so I'm really looking forward to a normal night. It means a honk. Honk. You only have 28 Fago left? What? You gotta go get more. That's the only logical explanation. Thought I'd share a song. Oh yeah. I'm a little bit behind. Because I was talking about a song that I posted today in there just a little bit, but I still need to go through. You can always tell if I've listened to it, because I'll usually reply directly to it and talk about my thoughts. At the minimum, I'll drop an emoji on it. But usually I try to even reply and be like, oh my god, I really like the bass line, or what a cool artist, or or wow, this isn't really my cup of tea, but thanks for sharing. So, something. But yeah, I know I've got a few more to go. You got to go to sleep because you have school. Do well in school. Do your best. Study hard, but not too hard. Don't get brain explosion, That's a thing. Have a good one, FM. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good one. Also, Panda, welcome in. How you doing, Panda? Hi, Panda. 7-Up Cherry Zero. Oh. I haven't tried the 7-Up Cherry yet. Is it pretty good? You like it? Trust it. How you doing? Watching as I'm having breakfast. Wait. What's for breakfast? What are we having? Did you bring enough for everybody? If not, did you bring enough for me? Oh! You're still gonna lurk? No worries. Enjoy the lurk. There's, I don't think I can easily show this. In fact, I'm sure that I can't easily show this. Let's see, that's the far away camera. Yep. Huh? Hold on. What? Oh, sorry. I'm getting in the wizard mindset. Hotch, thank you 52 months. Holy shit, dude. Hotch, thank you so much for the 52 months. Coming in with a smooth boo. Boo. Hotch, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Had the flu for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry you have the flu. That's the worst. Then my clat called me today. I guess we're just gonna be mixing up words and letters today. Cat called me today and gave me 6-7 bites and scratch. Holy crap. Maybe the cat could sense that you were sick and they were like, I don't want it. Don't get me sick. Ah. I don't know. I'm sorry to hear. Are you at least getting better? Is the flu starting to subside? I hope. I really hope. I can have a French fry? Oh, trust it. That's perfect. What are you having, though? What are you having? You like the Sprite? I need to try it. I don't grab it. Sprite is not the thing that I grab. You know what I mean? If there's a selection of soda, I'm never oh man, a Sprite. But every time I have Sprite, I like it. I need to give it more chances, more time. I always end up enjoying it. Put the camera far away, bend over. Prod. I don't have a long enough poker. Yeah. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want from me. That's all I got. I'm sorry. Yeah, being sick that long is the worst. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you got over it. Hopefully you got to like relax though, you know? I mean, when you're sick, you're sick. Don't get me wrong. There is no making that better. But maybe you like got to lay in, you know, have folks like help you out a little bit, you know, go to the grocery store for you or whatever. I don't know. Hopefully you got to do some relaxing things. Maybe get caught up on a TV show or something, you know, a book, eggs and fries. Oh, I'm jealous. Although I will say I had a really good sub today, so I'm pretty good on food right now. And I've got the other half of the sub waiting for post-stream. Oh, so excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be here. I'm not like just trying to get through this to get to the sub. I don't want to send the wrong message. But just know that like in the back of my mind, there's a fine-ass Italian sub. All right. Oh! Oh boy. He can pretend to do it? I did my best. What do you mean I can pretend? What do you mean? Also, Lee, welcome in. How you doing, Lee? Oh, hey, mate. How's it doing? You know, I'm doing pretty good, Lee. I got no complaints. How about you? How you been? Lee! Yeah, there is. There always is. I want to steal your breath. I'm not trying to steal it. Trust it. Also, thanks for the three stream streak. Thanks. But I'm not trying to steal it. I'm trying to share it. I want to share it with you. You know? I think there's potential. I think we could make a stronger breakfast. Do you see what I'm saying? It could be more powerful. Ooh. Wait, can I actually like over here-ish? Yeah, over here. There's a bed. So if you're gonna like lay down, lurk, sleep, whatever, y'all just Minecraft bed. Have a good time, all right? Yeah. But I mean, like sleeping. They get. I might as well be walking. Is it doing the thing again where it's not shuffling? Come on. Oh, it is shuffling. It was just happy coincidence. Twice baked potatoes, some chicken thighs, and a salad. That sounds so good. I loved twice baked potatoes are like peak potato. I love French fries. I love mashed potatoes. I like all potatoes are just great, right? I love potatoes, but a twice baked, don't get me started. They're so good. Get a little bit of cheese mixed in there. Some not like the store-bought bacon bits, but like legitimately go cook some bacon, throw it on there, put it right in the oven. Dramatic emphasis. We couldn't have planned this any better. Put it right in the oven. Let it cook down, you know. Oh my God. So good. Room tour? Yeah. Here, let's look around. So this my Minecraft house. I have a dramatic view of the rising sun, setting sun. I don't know. Gotta be setting sun. Gotta be setting. So that means this is west. I think. I don't know if that's true in Minecraft. I don't know. Massive window, amazing view. Okay. It's raining here. It rains here all the time. I like it. Not too much sun. We've got workbench. I don't know how to work, so I don't ever use that. Oven. It's just on for looks. I don't know how to cook. Chest. I don't really own anything. I keep my spare glasses in there. I break them a lot. And then we've got over here. Let's see. Let's take a look. What else have we got? We've got the bed, of course. We've got a dramatic wall. I'm too close. Sorry, dramatic wall. Here's the door. I'm trying to make this work, but it's hard when the camera is like rotating on an axis. Here's the door out. It's closed. And then we're back at the window. Now let me uncurl my cable and get this back to, oh my gosh. There you go, room tour. It's a simple house, you know. I didn't want a big house payment or anything. I just needed a space for me just to run around, wave my arms, store my glasses, that kind of thing. Where are the collars? Also in the chest. Salad chicken and some other kind of veg. Yeah. I mean, a good salad's hard to beat. I'm gonna be real. Like, if you prepare a salad well, I don't mean just like buy some of that like pre-made lettuce like in a bag and like throw it in a bowl and be like, okay, salad. I mean, like, you know, like a good fresh salad. Oh, they're actually really good. I should make a bigger version. No, you should not make a bigger version of the drivable spider. I think you demonstrated that you could. It was terrifying. I don't think we need to see it again. Bread's actually really... I like bread a lot. What do you mean you have a rabbit in your basement? What do you... Can you be more specific? I'm not... What? I don't know if I like that. Can... What? Okay. It's a beautiful world, okay? That's all you need to know. Incredible? Thanks. Yeah. Look, let me tell you something. The older you get, the more you appreciate just not having a ton of debt. When I was super young, I was like, I want a mansion when I grow up. Blah. Now I'm like, you know what? I want to be worth not negative. That's like my goal. And I want to be worth not negative. I don't want to have to like look at things and be like, well, at least I still have like a kidney if I gotta go that route. I don't want to think like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, okay, yeah, like I'll just go for a neutral. Like a 0 is fine. And it's less to clean. You know what? I can just get my broom out and good to go. I prefer daspra cake. Oh, it's not. It ain't that much. You know what? I can't even think of a good joke. All that kept coming to mind was pound cake, and I knew y'all would take that out of context, so I decided not to say it. We're just gonna full stop and move forward, all right? I said we were gonna full stop and move forward. That means we weren't gonna AO that. AO. All right. You plucked him from the forest? Why? Bigger flying one? No! I said we don't need another one. Why are you... Don't know what to do with all that room? Lee, you would put your VR in all of them and you would just run around your house in VR. That's the dream. I paid for the emote. I'm gonna use it. I don't blame you. Get your money's worth. Ayo. Strawberry shortcake would have been a... Yeah. See, if I was clever, something like that would have come to my mind, and then it would have been a good joke. Instead, yeah. Okay. Glad we're on the same page. A garage with a bed and a couch. Wait, so... Hold on. Is the garage and the couch... Sorry, is the bed and the couch in the garage? Or do you mean you want like a garage for like a car or something, and then a bed and couch outside of it? Lasso! Oh. My whole screen went dark. That was weird. A garage to hang out with him would be cool. Then I could grill out. Yeah, absolutely. Octo, welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you, Octo. Yeah, I'm glad they don't let you put that word in. I'll probably get in trouble for using it. Knowing my luck. There's your like fourth copyright notice for bad adult jokes. I'm like, wait, they're all accidents. I don't even know what to do anymore. Big open garage. Throw blood. Between throw and furniture, there's a word. It could typo in either direction. So I'm really just going to I'm going to wait for you to clarify. Some. Okay. All right. Throw some furniture in one corner, my rig in the other, and have the rest as VR room. Hell yeah. I'm glad you clarified, because I really wasn't sure with you. It was 50-50. You know? Where would you go? Where would you go? Hey. No, not fair. I don't agree with that. Watching a video about Splatoon 3 before I got here. Oh, nice. It was mainly having valid criticisms about the game. Oh, that's fair. I tend not to watch a lot of like critique content. I'm more of like because I find I don't usually agree with it. Like the things that bother me don't bother other people, and the things that bother other people don't bother me. So I usually just like jump in and form my own opinions these days. I'm like, but I also can appreciate like if you're on the fence about making a purchase, watching like a trusted critic and, you know, helping, like getting them to help you make an informed decision, that kind of thing. I got respect for that, but Bob. Is that Tyler? Tyler, welcome in. How you doing? It's good to see you. I hope life is treating you well. Yeah. So you trust it. You only watch the positive commentary. You're like, man, this game's great. Let me go hear other people talk about how great it is. That's fair too. Everybody's celebrating it. I mean, that's not that different than like, not that different than say getting a group of friends together who enjoy a game and like playing it together and talking about it and being like, wow, like that game's so much fun. We love that game. Blah, 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 blah. But I don't know why I went blah, 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 but you know, whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, so YouTube has, which is where I assume most people are watching the videos, right? YouTube has this like, by the very nature of its algorithm, we know, I'm not like dropping wisdom on anyone, right? But it rewards like clickbaity stuff. So people put these like outrageous titles. Worst game ever! Clearly, like, it's not. There's some really terrible games out there, like really bad. Worst game ever. Would never play. Worst situation. This content update broke game. And it's like, okay, like, sure. And they get on there and they're like super incendiary to keep people like focused. Because if someone comes on with like a lukewarm take and they're like, yeah, I enjoyed the game. It was pretty fun. It had a couple of issues, but you know, it was all right. People would click off that so fast. They'd be like, I don't want to watch that. This lukewarm take. Get out of here with that. So the algorithm like rewards the sensationalized, divisive takes, yada yada yada. So then we just perpetuate that further and further and further, and yeah, it just cycles out. And we're all just like, now we're all just burnt out on it. We're like, ah. If someone's title says anything like worst ever, best, I don't even click the video anymore. I'm like, get out. I completely stopped even trying to like sensationalize like stream titles. It's literally like brackets, game I am playing, generic title. It's like, whatever. The community has a lot of stuff that are very valid issues. I do have my own issues with Splatoon 3 and Splatoon as a whole. Still adore the game. Yeah, there you go. You can have issues with something and still adore it. Absolutely. Bum. Yeah, I trust it. I was wondering if Lee did that or not. I wasn't sure. I was just going to let it go. But I was like, I wonder. Playing a new game called Starship Troopers. Oh, yeah. I have heard of that one. I have a friend who plays it some. They seem to really like it, but they also really like the Starship Troopers lore and stuff. So, are you enjoying it? Watch daspra's. Look, no one wants to see me make bottom noises. Okay, it's not as appealing as it sounds. It's it's just kind of sad. It's like, today daspra kind of sounds like Germa. You're not the first person to say that. My voice has been compared to Germa a couple of times over the years. I assure you, I am not Germa. Yes, I am not. So, Das, yes, Nirvana. Green King's making pasta for everyone. Stand by the copy machine and get you a plate. 7,000 scorpions in your immediate area. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, that would make my life easier. Please, drop as many scorpions as you want. Stinkiest VTuber ever? Me? No. No, I showered today, man. Hey, what about you, Hodge? Ba-bom. Nick, welcome in. How you doing? Sorry, I was on a soapbox doing my thing. You know how I am. I'm a little behind on chat, but how you doing? Welcome in. 205 people watched. Ugh. No, Hudson, you just clicked refresh 200 times. I know your secrets. It shows me the little analytic thing. I'm like, uh-oh, the same person watched it. True horror stories? Oh, I do like horror podcasts and stuff. Like Scary Interesting is really good. I really like Scary Interesting. Yeah. And that's wild because I hate scary things. I hate being scared, but I really like kind of listening to it while I'm doing other stuff. Sometimes I get too scared and I just take my headphones out. I'm like, no. And I go do something else for a while and then I come back to it. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready again. Wow, there's angry scorpions in my area, and then there's also dads over 50 looking in my area. So this is really a mixed bag. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get in my area. Maps definitely feel very much like a hallway Tetris piece. Nintendo's been getting a smidge better about the design of the maps. Ain't perfect. Small amount of effort in. Yeah. There you go. It sounds like they're listening to feedback then. They hate rabbits. What? Nirvana, I'm not a rabbit IRL. I'm not like if they go by me right now, they're not gonna see a rabbit, you know what I mean? They're just gonna see like I don't want to talk about what they're gonna see. They're probably gonna run. All right? Trust me. I'm in no danger. They're gonna like crawl into the door and be like, "Oh shit, never mind, wrong house. Go the other way." Why are the non-chi avatars so very cute? I mean, they were just really well designed, right? I don't know, Nick, but I agree with you. I think they're adorable. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't make room for the goose. How you doing, Green? Thanks for the bits. There's always danger. Yes. Green, what's going on with the map voting on Walkabout? I saw like a post about it. I hadn't read it very closely. Let's see. How you doing, Chip? Scared always. Chip, I'm always scared. I get scared very easily. The clip it has to be unique viewers? Does it really? Okay, well I stand corrected then. I've watched it an unholy amount of time. Okay, where can I find this clip? It's like if you just go to like my profile and my clips on Twitch, I think it's like the second most viewed or something. It's easy to find. It's like 2 seconds. It's just a nya. That's it. It's not a big deal. They know you're a rabbit. They do not. The non-chi is a hollow. Yes. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Not a rabbit. A hollow. See, Nick knows Made in Abyss lore. How you doing, Green? Can I can I beat D&D never taking, or can I take Baldur's Gate as a commoner, never taking any class? It's like, oh my god. You could. Why would you? No, I guess it's good for replayability. I'm not here to judge how other people play, but I don't want to watch it. I agree. Did Tuesday Talks get moved to Thursday? Yes, this week I made a post in the Discord about it. I had work on Tuesday, and so I told everybody that I would just shift the Tuesday Talks to Thursday, and we're having Thursday talks? Thursday Talks. Looks like a rabbit, smells like a rabbit, must be a rabbit. How you doing, Juno? It's good to see you. I'm looking forward to listening to the stuff you dropped. I'm sure it's good. It was like right before stream. I didn't have time, you know? Ha 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 ha. How am I doing? He asked. That good, huh? Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Green. Waiting for games like it, so play Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. What I've been waiting. Still a good game to play. Go back and see the movies again. Whew. Those movies are scary. That was a movie as a kiddo. One of the scenes where like the bugs like impale the troopers and like are slinging them around, and it's like kind of gory. I was definitely younger than I should have been when I saw it for the first time, and I freaked out and just ran out of the room. Oh. Yeah, there's like 3 films that absolutely scared me to death as a kid. That was one of them. Tell your friends. We don't have to spread it. Out of context, it's just a yeah. Even with context. What do you mean? You don't think they can tell the difference? What do you mean? What do you mean? Leaving for school? Trust it. Take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day at school. I hope it goes well. Did you hear that in 2018 they found a 100-million-year-old spider? What? I did not hear that. I could have gone my whole life without hearing that. Green King, why do you hate me? Why do you share these things? Why? This is a psyop? You're right. I am slowly working the calendar backward in time. For what purpose? I dare not say. But gradually, I'm gonna start rolling up on different days. It's gonna be like Friday, and I'm like, "Welcome to Tuesday Talks," and you're all gonna be like, "Oh wow, I really thought it was Friday." You know. Yeah, Nick from the newest season agreed. Very cute. I still prefer Nanachi, but also very cute. You know, I've never read the book, Lee. I should, because I prefer books over films. Thursday Talks sound good? Yeah, I think, I always enjoy our just chatting streams. I think they're a lot of fun. Folks they stop in for a bit or the whole time, but however much time they have. They talk about interesting things, what's going on, what's got their attention, that sort of stuff. We make some jokes, we make some old references to old stream bits. We make new references and new bits. We get to see faces and catch up with folks. I don't know. I think it's a special time. I always look forward to the chatting stream. You thought they were the best movies ever? They terrified me. Spider-Go Burr? No. My bad. Green King, you know what you're doing. You know that the spood scares me. You know. White Castle. Wait. Why are you getting are you getting a mid-roll? Are you getting a mid-roll ad, Chip? You should not. Do I have mid-rolls? What the hell? You shouldn't be getting mid-rolls. Why are they on? Yo, I'm gonna go look at that right now. Hold on. That should not be happening. I have all that disabled. You should watch one pre-roll on my stream, and then you should be ad-free. I have it set to the minimum number of ads. Why is that changed? Whoa. I shouldn't be doing this live, I'm sorry. But now it's going to bother me. Oh, wow, that was so loud. Holy shit, I'm sorry. The DJ on the front page just jump scared all of us. Holy crap. Woo. Monetization ads. Yep. Holy crap. The whole system has changed. They have... Whoa, it should not be like this. Yeah, you are getting mid-rolls. I am so sorry. Boo. You're right.
I say boo.
That's a huge boo.
Boo. I say boo.
No, I agree with you 100%. And can I not turn them off? Hold on, have they changed this? Okay, I'll look into this after stream, y'all. I'm sorry, you're getting mid-rolls today.
Hello. How are you?
You shouldn't be. That pisses me off. I've always made a big deal about this. I don't like mid-rolls. I think they interrupt good conversation. But anyway, they appear to be on. I will look into it post-stream. Hey! Sorry, the was not at the raid. I'm sorry, that was at another thing. Man, my timing is brilliant. Hi, welcome in. Amy, it's good to see you again. I hope you had a lovely stream. Welcome in, raiders. Everyone. Some of you I know. I'm sure there's going to be some familiar faces. Let's see. Dobby's great. Son the Demon Lord, thank you both so much for the follows. Welcome in. Let's see. Is that Effie the Benoit? Hello. Swiss, good to see you. Aussie, good to see you again. Fury Form, welcome in. Amy, how was your stream? How did it go? VR chat, I think. Yes. Woo! Are you really redeeming the maid outfit right now? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm sorry. I got to change. Don't watch me change, but I got to change. Someone's redeemed the maid thing, and it's a whole thing. Hold on. I'm going to be short. Hold on. I can get tall. I promise I know what I'm doing. All right. And then we got to do I got to get it all on one avatar. I'm not that professional. Okay. There you go. We're made it out. All right. I know I missed some things. I'm sorry. Your timer starts now. You get 30 minutes in the maid outfit, and then I'm going to get back out of it. But there you go. La 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 la. Okay. I'll keep it up close for now since we're in mid-raid. So welcome in, everyone. By the way, let's see. VR chat, chill streamer. You're talking about me. Wow. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah. Sorry for the messiness at the beginning there. I was testing. Apparently, I'm running mid-rolls now. I think Twitch has changed the setting. I didn't want that, so I'm going to have to switch that off after stream. But everyone, thank you for the uwus. Thanks for the follows. Welcome in, raiders. Let me give you the rundown, because I haven't done this with Amy in a little while. If you've been sitting through a long stream, which I know how it is. Sometimes you've been there for a while. It's late at night. Post-stream care, really important. So, like, Amy probably is hungry. A lot of you are probably hungry, need to go to bed, whatever. No worries. Take care of yourselves, all right? But if you want to hang out in the background, we got some, like, lurker corners and things, Totally welcome to hang out. If you want to jump in, also welcome. This is just chatting. So, some similarity to kind of, like, what Amy does with, like, the flowing conversation. I think Amy is probably a little more... What's the right word? Intelligent. Has more intelligent conversation, but I'm a little rabbit isn't as smart as yeah, anyway. But welcome in. I hope y'all are all doing really well. I watched you change. I said don't. Also, Panther, welcome in. Nice to meet you all. Sorry if I missed anyone's name in the rush, so Got tacos. Excellent. Wait. What kind of is hard shell, soft shell? What are we talking? Any like specialty thing going on? Also pro cilantro or not? I'm part of that group where cilantro tastes just like soap. And all I know is I'm really missing out. Hard shell hummus. Oh, it sounds so good. So good. So good. Maid time? Yeah. Green has redeemed it, so we've got 30 minutes in the maid dress. So I can pop back and forth between... Or I guess, Green, you can tell me if you want it far away, up close. Let me know. Let me know, Green, what you want. I never really know what you want. We can do follow. Mods do a poll. What? Been a minute since I've been here. Yeah, Swiss. I hope you've been doing well. That's partially on me. I don't keep up a super active stream schedule, so it's hard to know when I'm live and when I'm not because I'm so inconsistent. I missed my Tuesday talks, which is why we're having a Thursday talks, and yada yada yada. You know how it is. I don't think I think the mods are busy. They're all volunteers, you know. I don't know if they're necessarily available, so. We'll bring it back in close for now, though. But yeah. I forgot. I forgot. We were having a really good conversation, and then I got angry about the mid-roll being toggled on, and now I don't remember where we were. So I'm sorry. I've dropped the ball. That's on me 100%. But diagnosed with a long list of shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Lucky me. Well, hopefully there are things that are like manageable, right? Hopefully, fingers crossed. A lot of stuff is, if you get, diagnoses, sometimes management of situations, whatever they may be, can often result in things being better than they were before you had the knowledge. So, why are y'all fighting? Are y'all fighting over the tacos? Look. We don't have to fight over the tacos. Look, Demon Lord can enjoy their tacos. We can get other tacos. You won't far. Okay, I figured you were going to say that. Oh, Green is leading a vote. I see. You're going to moderate my merch department. I don't have a merch department. Wait. I don't know. Oh, I guess I was rude. I didn't even show you all around the swanky place here. I've got a simple Minecraft home, Think like your first night, that sort of situation. So we got plain wood walls. We did go for a nice panoramic glass view of the forever setting sun. There's a mild rain out currently. Temperature in the mid 50s, 30% humidity, rain, precipitation anticipated for the next 4 hours. We also have a workbench. I don't know anything about working, so I don't really. That stays over there. I just dust it and stuff. We've got the oven going, which is just for dramatic effect. I also know nothing about cooking. There's a chest that I store my spare glasses in, and then there's a bed in the corner for like the lurkers. They just kind of sit on it and hang out and stuff. And then there's another corner, clearly, behind like that way, and it's just empty. That's VR space. Yeah. So that's the tour. Welcome. I stopped paying attention for 5 minutes. Look, blood. Okay, someone redeemed the maid outfit. Green redeemed it. Green Wonder redeemed it. So I've got 30 minutes in it. That's how it works. Also, I love this song. Okay. I don't want your cheap ass. What? The taco sounded amazing. What do you mean? Where's this aggression? Do tacos bring out the worst in you, Chip? What is happening? Thanks, Blood. It's his favorite outfit. I do actually like this maid outfit. I'm gonna bring it in close for a second because I like the little bow and stuff, and I like that it's kind of like tight, like up here, that it's like high collared and stuff. Yeah, I wish it was like just a hair longer. I won't lie about that. But overall, I really like it. So, oh, you said far. 1 vote, far it is. Hey, Green, you know what? You reached out. You attempted to get the will of the people. So I applaud you for that effort. Bully the... Why are you booping, pulling ear? What do you mean? Also, welcome in, Red Fang. How you doing? Proximity update in Hightail? Is that the proximity, like, voice stuff? Is that what you're talking about? I'm a little frustrated about the, sorry, my energy shifted when y'all told me about the mid-rolls. They've been toggled off for years. I have long believed that a mid-roll disrupts conversation. I'd rather people sit through one pre-roll and then... So I don't know why it's toggled on. That's fascinating. Hey, Pat, welcome in. How you doing? It's good to see you. Have you been reflecting on things? Have you been enjoying life? Well, you won't see any mid-rolls because you've got... if you're subscribed, then I think you bypass all ads. Underwater works. They're really putting in a lot of time on Hightail, huh? Damn. I mean, I'm glad it's getting all these updates because I was really worried that it was going to just fizzle out fast. There was so much hype for it, and I was worried that essentially what was going to happen was just going to be like, I don't want to say like a No Man's Sky repeat because that was more on the games, and I was worried it was going to be like... Everyone can relate to this. I was worried it was going to be like when you open a Minecraft server with your friends after you haven't played for a year, and everyone plays it really hard for like 2 weeks, and then it just dies because everybody gets tired of it. I was worried Hightail was going to suffer from like that effect. So I'm glad to hear that like they're still pushing content out and that folks are still interested. Muffled underwater. Okay, very nice. Doing good. Had a busy day though. Busy can be a good thing, right? Hopefully it wasn't like stressful busy. Are we talking just like accomplished, productive busy? Because that feels good sometimes. Cross off those to-do lists. That's crossing off a to-do list. Never owned Minecraft? Sure, you've never owned it. I'm talking about the pirated copy that you have lost. I'm kidding. I forgot I did that? Well, that means you get to, yeah, you get to throw the tired emote out. Yeah, so, Pat, I don't know about you. I'm a big fan of regular busy. If I lay my head like on my pillow at night, and I'm like, wow, I did a lot, but I didn't reach that kind of like fuzzy brain feeling of stressed. If I just was accomplished, worked at a good pace, never felt pressured, but did a lot of stuff. To me, those are really good days. So hopefully you felt like that too. Middle school? Middle school was at least two ago. Half the community, it hands off old fizz out. So it kind of did fizz out, all right, but the last update made it so your mods don't break with updates now. Oh, so it did fizz out a little bit. Yeah, so that's going to be a problem. Because if they can't keep the player base, it will become not profitable for them to keep working on it from like a dev perspective. And then, yeah, I worry. So see, that's kind of what I was worried about with the game. It's why I wasn't an early adopter. Because I wanted to succeed. It seems cool. But I do worry that people will just see like the surface level and not take it beyond that. And yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. I'm not like I know nothing about games. I'm out of touch. Middle school is great. High school. That's interesting, Demon Lord, because normally I feel like it's flipped for people. Normally I hear people talk about struggling in middle school and then and then really enjoying their high school experience. But yours was kind of the opposite. I'm sorry to hear that. What was it about middle school that made it like so phenomenal? Was it like a tight knit friend group or like some really good teachers? I don't know. It's easy top. I was trying to remember. I had some of my favorite teachers in middle school. I do remember that, but I have to remember that I'm wearing a maid dress. I have to stop. I also had some of my least favorite teachers in middle school, so it was really a mixed bag when it came to the educators. I had some good friends in middle school though, so I was fortunate in that regard. Hey, Final Shape, welcome in. How you doing? It's good to see you. Horrible environment for kids to be horrible to each other. Lee, I used to agree with that, but now I've seen like how kids talk to each other on the internet, and school is tame. The problem is how they talk to each other, like they meet at school, and then how they talk to each other in spaces outside of school that's holy crap, that's wild. I see some of the things that like young people say today, and I'm like, man, if if you talk to people like that where I grew up, somebody would just come beat the hell out of you, you know? Like, that's what would happen. I'm not saying it was right. It wasn't. But that was what would happen. There were, like, real consequences. I'm like, holy shit. No one talked like that to each other. It's truly shocking. It's baffling. Like, it's just shocking. But, I mean, I can't be surprised, right? You just look at, like, the world and how people talk to each other, and can't be surprised. People learn from what's around them. It's 4 years of development, so it's fine. Fair enough. Both of mine sucked. Post-college uni was when it got a little better. I didn't enjoy general ed courses in like university, but when I got into more specialized courses, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Chill day? Nice. Chill day off even. Very nice. I'm doing all right. Yeah. I was upset that I missed Tuesday talks, so we're a little off our usual game because we're doing Thursday talks, which is just totally left field, but it's all right. We're going to make it work. But otherwise, I'm doing well. I'm a little tired. I'm a little lower energy than usual, so my apologies. It's been a long 2 weeks. I've had to fill in a lot at work and help out the folks. Y'all know how it is. I don't have to explain it, but you get it. Folks need to pay attention to their kiddos more. Absolutely. My teachers helped me understand my high school. They threw me in classes with like 10 plus people. Why am I going to the school? There's no reason. So 10 plus, was that like too big of a class size, Demon Lord? Is that what you're saying? Like too many folks in the same room? Got mad easily at stuff? No, that's fair. Yeah, and when you're in an environment with more and more folks, like the odds of something getting frustrating are just increase exponentially because there's all these new interaction points, right? It's like a matrix of interaction. The more elements you add to it, it just skyrockets with potential. Lee, are you saying that you're an example of what happens if folks don't pay attention? Is that where you're going with that? Yeah, Red Fang, if they're smart, they will set it up, and it sounds like they're already laying the foundation. If they're smart about it, they'll lay the foundation for it to be like community ran long after the devs drop support. That's what they really need to do for it, especially if they're not making a ton of money off of like ongoing like subscription or DLC or any of that. If the point is sell it once and they want the game to thrive and continue to be able to sell it, they absolutely have to support and embrace the modding side, community run stuff. That's going to be so critical for their success long term. Yeah, Chip, so many places are not open 24 hours now. Post-pandemic, there was a lot of changes to that kind of thing. Yeah. Grocery stores used to be, like, well, depending on where you lived, grocery stores were 24 hours. Tons of restaurants were, clubs, bars, like, bars did this fun thing where they were, like, serving, like, you know, alcoholic-style drinks in the evenings, and then they would just swap to coffee bars in the morning, and they would just swap their staff out, you know, that sort of thing. Brilliant business model. As long as you're taking care of your staff. They shouldn't be working like a 20-hour shift, you know. Get through the day, play game. I see. Yeah. So, in any case, like, when when teachers take the time to, like, really connect with students and build those individual connections and work with them and, like, find out, like, you know, what do you want and what do you need to be successful right now? That's so important. And if they're not doing that, yeah, I mean, that's just disappointing. So I'm sorry to hear that they kind of just, like, threw you in a room and didn't give you that individualized attention. That's important for anyone. And that's true outside of school, y'all. If you're, like, a supervisor at work or something, make sure that you're taking the time to get to know the folks around you and, you know, find out what they need to be successful. Daspra soapbox that no one asked for. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your chat is? I don't. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, Lee, 100%. I tell people all the time, if if the internet had been around when I was growing up, or, like, of a camera in everyone's pocket, oh my gosh, me and my friends would have been in so much more trouble. We did a lot of stuff knowing full well that it was, you know, it's like you would do, like, the camera check, like, is there any, like, CCTV sort of thing here? No, okay, all right, like, now we can act a fool. Man, yeah. Back in my day, the street lights told us when to come home. Hey, Map, welcome in. How you doing, Map? Good to see you. Actually, get world generation, control of the land. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, absolutely. Miko, how you doing? That's why are you in the maid dress? Well, it's redeemable on the channel for channel points. It's like 5,000 channel points. It's pretty expensive. And then so if someone redeems it, and then I stay in it for 30 minutes. So for 5,000 channel points, I'll stay in it for 30 minutes, and then I get out of it, and then it's on cooldown, and then you have to wait to, like, you can't just, like, spam redeem it. So it's only redeemable like 2 or 3 times in a stream. So yeah. Little Wolf, welcome in. How you doing? Thursday, it's true. Yep. How you doing? Community first back in Hypixel and Minecraft. That is true. Hopefully they keep that spirit alive, you know? I don't know where my chat is, Red Fang. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like a friend of mine worked on it, and they tried to flatten it out a bit because it is definitely the dress is designed for breast, I guess, is the best way to describe that. So it's got some of the shading and stuff. But they did a great job. I have no complaints. So it's kind of like, in some ways, it's one of those, like, people see what they want to see in it, you know? Some people are like, oh yeah, that looks like super flat chested, and then some people are like, wow, that's got big boobs, and I'm like, oh yeah, you see what you want. It's up to the interpretation of the person looking, I think. That makes it more interesting in some ways. Chat protective services? No, don't call them. No one, look, we're doing fine. We're fine. Sorry, the camera's supposed to be backed off. There was one vote. Green took the time to make the vote. I need to keep it away. Backed off so you can see all of it. All 3 feet. Things I look back on that are cringe. But Lee, I think that's true for anyone. Like there's stuff that I look back like 2 years ago that I'm like, man, that was, like, I wish I had known better. I think part of us growing, learning, changing as people, right, as individuals, is that we look back on our past selves and we're like, wow, some of the things I did, like, But I don't think we have to like look at that in a shameful way. I think it's the inverse. I think we can look to those moments in our past, and when we're like, wow, like I wouldn't do that now, right? That's really what we're saying. It's like, wow, I wouldn't do that now. What you're actually acknowledging is like, look at all this growth I've had as a person. Look at the ways I've changed. So we don't have a lot of control over the past, but we can be really proud of who we are now. I think that's really the takeaway from those moments. Don't be ashamed of like the past, but be proud of the growth. It's all about perspective, I'm telling you. So, yeah. the whistle across the neighborhood? Yes, there was a neighborhood mom in my neighborhood who could do that too. She was like, woo, and all the children would just start running. 3.2 thousand maid dress is not that expensive. That's true, it's not. I mean, it's not like ridiculous, but it does require a little bit of investment. You can't just like pop it for 5 points, you know? You're going to attract 100% dudes. Good luck. I mean, people can look all they want. Might get tips for the show. No. I'm not. There's a reason the maid dress is tied to channel points and not to like any sort of financial incentive. It costs time, right? You just sit here for a while, you get some channel points, and then you can redeem it. So anyone can redeem it regardless of no donation required. That's very intentional. I know someone that can make clothes for your avatar. I appreciate that. To be honest, I don't do a ton of like avatar stuff. Folks who've been part of this community for a long time, for like years, can tell you that the maid dress was a request for years. Like we're talking 5 or 6 years, and I only just did it this year. So yeah, I'm gonna let this ride for at least another 5 before I start worrying about another change. I do think I'm a moderately better person. Hey, I'm sure you are. Like, I'm not saying I'm sure you were terrible in the past, but I'm based on what I know of you. I'm sure you've taken the time to like reflect, grow, change. That just strikes me as very Lee coded. You know what I mean? Ladies equal opportunity. I mean, yeah, so I'm not currently looking, but so let me be really clear. Let me send that signal up now. I don't want to send any wrong messages here. But I just look for people that like that I get along with, that make me like happy, that I enjoy spending time with. If that box is checked, that other stuff, it's a little more complicated than that, but that's like super simplified. I'm not like, oh, you have to have like this. No, like, do we get along? Do we encourage each other to grow, to be better people, to that sort of thing? That's what I look for, though. And a volley. Oh, volleys are so cute. I love volleys. You know what? I get in a volley avatars a lot. Like, I'll go to a world by myself and like try them on, and I love them. I think they're so cute. But when I see me in them, when I'm like moving around, like I don't do them right. I'm just not the right person for an Avali. So, but I think Avali avatars look. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh, an Avali! I get so excited. Yeah. I wish I could pull them off. I just don't have the vibe. I'm not in a volley kind of vibe. Blood, you have to show me sometime. Not now. Don't roll up now. But show me sometime. Small chubby one. Oh, that's phenomenal. Yeah. Anyone that's watching a VR chat stream fully understands this. I'm going to bring it in close for just a second because this is dramatic. Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth on the proximity of the camera. But I really, really, really love like the diversity of avatar and options. Like, I think it's phenomenal. I think it's so good for people to be able to put on like different things, try them out, wear it for a while. Does this work? Does it not? I can make these tweaks, these adjustments. So cool. I have a very low stakes example, super low stakes. It's hard to see in blue. Let me switch to pink for a second. So these two armbands. I was considering getting armbands as a tattoo a couple of years ago. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want them. I don't know if I like the idea of them being there all the time. And I spent a lot of time in VR chat. I was like, let's slap it on the avatar and like sit in VR and like look at it and like, do I like this? Is this good? And then after like a couple of months, I was like, yeah, this is good. And then I like commit it to the tattoo. Very low stakes example, right? This can be expanded to all kinds of things. But it's cool because you can like sample stuff and see if it works for you. I think that's so cool. Anyway, more daspra soapbox that no one asked for. A volley is space chicken. It's so cool for that. Yeah, they're really neat. I agree. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. If you want to throw it in there, I'll check it out post-stream for sure. You could just sit in the back and bully me on stream. Dude, you do it from chat. What do you mean? You don't have to sit in the back. You do it up front, right here. What do you mean? That's a really good idea. Yeah. And like I said, tattoo is a low-stakes example of like things that you can change out, right? You can try new fashion. New hairstyles. The list is unlimited of things that you can just sample. So, yeah. Just become Godzilla. Ah. That's also true, though. You can just, like, have a good time and clown around. It doesn't have to be, like, as deep as, am I going to wear this tattoo? It could just be, far away. Such a good song. Vicky, welcome in. How you doing, Vicky? Vicky, I'm sorry that Little Gator game got messed up this week. I had to work Tuesday, and then I was like, well, let's do the Just Chatting stream on Thursday, and that means Little Gator got messed up. But Vicky, I'll let you know. I have a little bit of free time. I got a little bit of free time coming up this weekend, and there's a slight... I was only going to mention this if you showed up. There's a slight possibility, like 8% right now, that I may do an unscheduled stream of Little Gator game sometime before Sunday. I wouldn't hold my breath, but it's possible. So, yeah. Just blood, like, outside, like, you suck. Just imagine. I don't have to imagine it. Dude, you've done it before. You did it on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Speaking of which, I gotta schedule the next one of those. I gotta pull some folks in, you know? Gotta get some fresh contestants on the hot seat. Do another game show stream. That was so much fun. Oh, I really enjoyed that. Big weather coming? Hey, be safe, Vicky. You know what? The VODs are always uploaded. Well, I'm doing something a little different now. So when I play games, instead of doing like Little Gator Game Part 1, Little Gator Game Part 2, I'm just saving all the VODs, stitching them together loosely as one thing, and just uploading like Little Gator Game. So, yeah. So it may not go live immediately, but it will be live once I finish the game. A Cat Force cycle. Holy crap. Yeah, no, be really careful. Take care of yourself. Yeah, don't risk it for a stream. Like, do what you gotta do. Be safe. Hunker down. To quote a YouTuber that I like. Hunker down. Wow, my neighbors are being really loud. I'm surprised y'all didn't hear that. Anyway. I'm still getting a little bit of the stuttering that I've been having. I don't know if anyone's like super proficient in tech or like the intersectionality of Steam, VR chat, all that crap. But for the past like, I suppose 6 months now, I've got a pretty decent like I've got a couple of elements that are starting to age. I'm like I don't have like a brand new GPU or anything, but I mean I have a GPU that should be able to handle like sitting in a world and a CPU as well. I know it's CPU intensive. I have a rig that should be able to handle sitting in a world by myself based on Minecraft. Anyway, yeah, I get like this random stuttering. It doesn't seem to be tied to anything that I can determine. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta. Could this be Windows? It could be. I don't know. Maybe it's time for a full like wipe and read. I just hate doing that. Ugh. Yeah, I knew it. Vicky read my mind right here. It may be time. It's just the worst. Ugh. And everything's wrong. You gotta reset everything. I'm just whining. I'm sorry. It's too hot. Someone turn off the forge. Turn off or the oven, whatever it's called. I don't know. Jet. I hear the wings. I reappear. I was wondering. Octo, I know you're a huge fan. This entire album is a phenomenal album. This is one of the ones that I'm going to end up purchasing like a physical copy of. For sure. Phenomenal album. 7 times in a row, Vicky? Oh my gosh, Vicky, thank you so much. So, some folks are starting to like rename it. They're not, because they're, you know, so Tiger, when Tiger comes through, it's not streaking anymore, right? Tiger is on a scoot streak, which is adorable. I really like that. So Vicky, what are you on? Are you streaking through? Or are you show up? Is that, what you tell me. I won't be able to remember everyone's, but I'll try. Whoa. Oh, I love this song. I'm still frustrated. I've almost moved past it. I'm frustrated about the mid-rolls. I'm so sorry. You all know how I feel about them. I have got on a soapbox more than once about this very subject. So you know about the scoot, Vicky, you know. I'm sorry, I thought I was telling you something cool. Vicky's like, I already know. I already know. You don't have to tell me. Look, Blood. Also, I am over. Green, you got 3 extra minutes of made. I'll remember that. Next time you redeem it, you get 27 minutes. No, it's fine. That was an accident. I was just really feeling it. I'm sorry. All right, everyone. Maid goes away now. Zoom. Hi. Now we're back in the long pants, tank top, just a little bit of midriff, you know? Do what you gotta do. I don't know. Blood, you know, at my age, I just sweat a lot. Do you know what I mean? So I get a lot of soap. I order it in bulk. You know, I just do what you gotta do. Life be like that. That I get. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted a joke answer or a real one. I just sweat a lot, dude. I have like multiple gaskets because in a single session, a gasket will get soaked on my. For folks who don't don't have a VR headset, the gasket is the interface that sits in between your actual face and the VR headset, and they're normally like foam or like a cloth material. They're designed for comfort, but therefore they absorb so much sweat. You have to clean them constantly, or else they get really stinky and gross. So, but anyway, yeah. I have multiple gaskets because I have to change them mid-sesh. No more maid dress? Well, you know, it's on a cooldown. It'll come back eventually. Loving the hip floof coming off the sides. Yeah, thank you so much, Cypher. Yeah. Some people, the way it is right now, I just have it like clipping through, and people are like, oh, like that's it just clips through, but I don't know. I like it. I don't worry about the clipping so much. That doesn't bother me. I like the floof. I got the floofy bits on like the elbows and the hands and on the shoulders, everywhere. I like the floofy bits. So yeah, I like it too. I'm glad you like it. It fell apart? What do you mean it fell apart? What did it Can you be more specific? Yeah. Shoot. What is the name? There's an aftermarket company that makes a lot of VR hardware. Oh, it just flew out of my head. I've got one of their. Actually, I have two of their gaskets, but they're not. They're actually like a pleather, and they're designed for like. So if I'm playing something like Beat Saber or Audica or anything that's Pistol Whip, any of those like games where I know I'm gonna be sweating excessively. VR cover? It might be VR cover. But yeah. I really like those gaskets for those high intensity. Or if I'm gonna be dancing in VR, I don't do that much anymore. But I used to dance a ton in VR, so I had those for those nights as well. And then the more comfortable ones are specifically for I'm just sitting, hanging out, that sort of thing. Yeah. The fabric starts wearing out. Yeah. My index is on its last leg. There's like cracks forming in the actual frame. It's old. It was one of the first it was part of the initial batch. Like I ordered it day one when they announced so it's an old index. I've replaced the cable a couple of times. Hell, maybe that's why I'm getting so much stuttering. Maybe the index itself is like physically failing. I guess I haven't really considered that. Definitely a possibility. Peeking at all the cool art. I do love art. Is that Tree? What's up, Flappy? Yo, what do you mean? Why am I Flappy? Is it because I do this? I do this sometimes. Why am I Flappy? Routers are getting banned in the US and Sora AI is... What? What? Routers are getting banned in the US? What do you mean routers are getting banned? And Sora AI is shut down. I don't follow AI much, to be honest, so I'm not surprised. I mean, router, what? Can you be more specific? Uploaded the Avali and I made it. Oh yeah, I'll check it out post stream for sure. I don't have Discord open at the moment, so. Your ears are flappy. Oh, I see. Flappy. Okay, no, yeah, I just needed the context. No, it's a cute name. I like that. Flappy. Flappy. I heard about this. Also, is it Mary? Mary? I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. M-A-R-I. Anyway, they're stopping the import of new Chinese-made router brand. Oh, interesting. Is this for... so it's more like Mari? Mari. I'm sorry if I... Is that closer? Mari? Sorry for messing your name up. Stopping the import of new Chinese-made router brand. What's the justification? Why are they doing that? Is it just like, under the guise of like internet safety and that sort of thing? Is that kind of what the route they're going for here? Or is it just part of a ongoing trade war escalation, blah, 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 blah? Sorry, I'm a rabbit on the internet. What's a what's a router? It is interesting. I wonder if AI. I wonder if in like 5 years we're gonna look back at LLMs. Let's call them what they are, right? I wonder if we're gonna look back at like the rush around LLMs, kind of like how we look at NFTs now. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about. Like NFT, everyone's like NFTs, like buy them up. This is the future, and then they just kind of like, you know. Sometimes things just fizzle out. That's okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Tyler, thank you for the ooh. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, Vicky, I forgot about that too. We do. Oh wait. Tree 1500. Ask me anything. How do I ask a question for this? Well. Tree, you type it in when you submit it. So your 1500 point question, just to make sure I understand, is how do I ask a question for this? Is that the question you want answered with the ask me anything? Yeah, you just type it in when you click it, and then it'll submit, and it gets a little highlight. And if I'm like actually being a decent streamer and paying attention to things, which you know how I am, but you know, I try sometimes to look, then I see it and I answer your question, assuming it's an appropriate question. So yeah, I hope you're satisfied with your 1500 channel point. Dude, if you want to ask something else, that doesn't have to be your question. I can't tell if you did that to be funny or... Anyway, you do you, man. If you want to ask another one, you can. That was a good use of that question. Router is in the thing that gives you Wi-Fi. Yeah. You know, this is my fault. I've dug this hole. It is true that I'm old. I also anyway, no, thank you for clarifying. It doesn't sound like they're banning all routers, right? It sounds like they're banning like specific ones. I assume under the guise of security. I don't know. I haven't looked into this. I'll have to do some research later to see. Oh wait. They say it's to decrease the dependency on foreign router branding, but it's a state security issue. Yeah. No, that makes sense. NTF's for cringe. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan, but you know. Check your DM. I will, for sure, Vicky. But the main thing is just be safe. Be safe, Vicky. Not even American. I'm Welsh, just very tuned in to American issues. That's fair. I feel like American issues become world issues right now. I'm not trying to say that as like America's so important. It's just like we make it everybody else's problem. So yeah, it's fair to be tuned in, I think. Okay. Do we have to use points to ask you questions now? No. You don't have to. It's just another way for people to spend points. You know you can ask me questions anytime, man. Are we asking questions now? If you want, Juno. Thanks for spending the 1500. It's a channel point sync, right? We've got a couple of redeems, but most of them are pretty low cost. We've got a handful of like high cost ones. I haven't filmed any new commercials in a while. I've been slacking on all that stuff. And so, like a year ago, 8 months ago, something like that, I added like the Ask Me Anything. I added the first redeem, which is like 1 point. Just like little things for folks to reward the channel points in other ways, because the stuff that had been in there was like old and tired. And then we've got like the mega things, like the 100K Club and the Millionaires Club. We've had some folks to redeem the 100K Club, but no one's redeemed the Millionaires Club yet. Buy one, get one free. Yeah, we're running a special today, Tree. Buy one, get one. Is it Bully the Streamer time? No, it's always... Mari, it's always Bully the Streamer time here. So that's just how it is. Start a tab? Yeah, Tree, you can run a tab up. I trust you. I know you're good for it. I have a question. Okay. What... Is it about why I'm listening to Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Because the answer is, it's a great song. Sorry, that was really dramatic. What makes it worse is I feel like I say this once a stream. On the VOD, the audio, the music's gone, of course. So it's just me like pointing dramatically in silence. It's really awkward to go back and watch. Yes, no, I don't. Okay. I will never bully streamer. Octo! Actually, yeah, you don't bully me much. No, that's fair. Relative to the average, you tend to not bully that much. Regardless, how are you? I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. It's been a long 14 days of like having to do some extra work, covering for people, that sort of thing. But all that being said, I'm still doing really well. So yeah. What are your pronouns? He, him. I use he, him pronouns. Thanks for asking, by the way. Chillin', and you use she, her. Very nice, very nice. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes. Yep, I use he, him pronouns. I'm trying to think if there's anything else important. I'm old. Use Ananachi primarily when I'm streaming. Yeah. That's about all the interest. No. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. It's nice to meet you, though. Elton John, Britney Spears together. Amazing collab. If a black hole collapses, what happens to all the matter it swallowed? I mean, do you want like... Dude, I think like the real answer is it becomes like a hyper dense point of matter. Isn't that one of the theoretical ways that is it neutron stars form or protostars or something? Isn't that like one of the theoretical mechanisms for stars reforming is black hole collapsing? I can't remember. I'm not like a specialist in any of this crap. I feel like I read that at some point though. Oh, Zoolander for the last ones. Yeah. No, it's good movie. Meme time. What? Depends on the streamer. That's fair. I embrace it a little bit. Like if it's playful bullying, absolutely. I say go for it, have fun. Folks do it, around here. I don't mind. But what I don't like is when people in chat like bully each other. If they have if I know that they've got like a pre-existing thing and like they've known each other a while, that's okay. But you have to be really cautious with text because tone is often lost in in text messaging, and so I'm kind of like, whoa, like hit the brakes, chat, when y'all are talking to each other. But me, yeah, do what you want, it's fine. Well, I mean, follow the rules, But yeah, you can bully. You're in Steam VR, you can hear the game, but you don't see it. Like right now. What troubleshooting have you already done, Chip? I have no idea. I just want to see if you try to actually answer that. You can't destroy matter? I don't think I said destroy? No, matter... I think the current theoretical premise is that when matter goes into a black hole, it's converted into energy, which is possible. E equals MC squared. All that stuff. So I think that... I mean, we don't know, right? No one's been into a black hole to be like, let me go check what happens to the stuff that goes in here. So it's all hypothetical, right? We don't know. But yeah. I'm not an expert, but like I think the current theoretical premise, best as I can recall, it's been like a decade since I've read any of this stuff. But something about like it goes in, it becomes like hyper compacted, that sort of stuff. I don't know, whatever. Well, maybe, Vicky, maybe. We don't know. One of the like emergent theories is that like the universe is on a cycle, right? And that so eventually black holes will consume everything, blah 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 blah, and then black holes begin consuming each other as they merge, and you get these like impressively powerful black holes and blah blah blah, and then once like they all converge, like there's a suggestion that like there's this massive crunch as things fold back in on themselves, partially due to black holes and their like gravitational pull, and then like that hyper intense point of infinitely dense matter, yada yada yada, maybe re-explodes and is the Big Bang, and then pow, and it goes back out, and like that the universe is on this like expansion compression cycle. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. It's all well above my intelligence. I'm sitting in a 4x4 Minecraft house. This was the best I could do. Clearly, I know nothing of black holes. But, I don't know. Bonk? Oh, fair enough. Start it and stop twice. I would... Chip, what headset are you on? What VR headset are you rocking? They don't collapse? We don't know. What do you mean, Lee? There hasn't been a long enough observational period of a black hole in human history where we actually know what they do. It is all theoretical. That's what's so cool about it. That's why they're so like mysterious, because we don't know. I actually think that's really cool. I prefer the unknown to the known. Because the unknown is where like questions and creativity start. Oh my gosh. That's such an exciting place to be. Do 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 do. An accounting error. Which uh-oh, we made a mistake. There's too much of one. On the Quest 3? So you're getting audio, but no video on the Quest 3. Are you using a cable? Are you just like wireless freestanding? Are you doing wireless PCVR? Sorry, I know these questions seem tedious, but I'm just trying to like troubleshoot. There's just a lot of variables until we narrow down some things. Your model reminds me of Sam and Max. I mean that in the most positive way possible. I'm about to really disappoint you, I think. Who are Sam and Max? Also, I appreciate the compliment. I don't know who they are. I'm sorry. Is this well, I'll wait and see what you say before I start speculating. I feel like I have to find out who this is now. Sam and Max. Trying to think. Is that like a... Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see who it is. Or if it's like a fictional character from somewhere, or... Did you hear that they drove dark matter past a... What? They drove... Is this like a... They drove dark matter past a... What? Are you setting up a joke, or... Emit a bunch of Hawking radiation. It is the current theory, yes. A theory. One of the current theories. I don't know, y'all. I'm not a scientist. Damn it, Blood, look what you did. This, I revoke your right to ask questions. Wireless PC to headset, virtual desktop. It's, so the most likely culprit is a breakdown in that system with the wireless PC. Do you have a cable that you can like hook up and run it that way temporarily? Because if it works with the cable, that's new data, right? So I would say try it in different ways. Like try it in freestanding Quest mode, see if it works. Try it with a cable if you have one, see if that works. Try it again with the wireless connection to PC, because it could be like an issue with maybe there's not enough bandwidth between the headset to like transmit the data and the video and the audio. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. But if it works with the cable, not a headset problem. A problem like some sort of interference or something, right? If it doesn't work with the cable or in standalone, maybe a display issue, maybe a driver issue, right? So I would start troubleshooting them that way. It's a Nickelodeon show. Telltale point-and-click franchise protagonist, specifically Max the Rabbit. Oh, wait. Is the Telltale series connected to the show? Sam and Cat. Okay, so this is... You should play Sam and Max Hit the Road. It's an old LucasArts. What? I didn't know they made point-and-click adventure. What? Sam and Max pointing. Okay, so this is what Mari's talking about. I need to look this up then. Hold on, I keep a legal. I'm so old. I keep a legal pad on my desk for stuff to look up after stream. Let me go write it down so I don't forget. I thought about what I was saying. Like most people are like, let me like make a note on my phone, or they just open a tab in like OVR or something. Not me. I'm a clown. I'm a part-time clown. Oh, well, I will definitely look it up. I'm sorry that I didn't know it off the top of my head, but I appreciate the compliment. Max is the Telltale rep in Poker Night. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. Yeah. I always tell people I'm really good at like not getting any references and letting everyone down when it comes to like referencing games, media, film, television, and like I am so disconnected from so many things. Truly, like the person you expect to live in a 4x4 Minecraft cabin overlooking this like scenic vista and like having nothing else in their house. Not that far off from like, how I got a lot of books, you know, I'm kind of, anyway, but now I've got something to look up and that's cool. So I appreciate it. Dog and Bunny one. Is there a Monkey Island games, Day of the Tentacle, Full Throttle? Oh, wait. I've heard of, Full Throttle, I think. Works now. Had to uninstall Steam and Steam VR and reinstall. Interesting. Maybe I should try that for my problem chip. Yeah, sometimes just a fresh installation goes a long way. I don't know. Actually, I noticed Steam VR pushed an update today, actually. I think at least my PC updated today, so I don't know. Whoa. Justinachi. I hope I got the name right. I like that. It's like Justin and then like Justinachi. Anyway, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope that you had a wonderful day. Yeah. Also, I assume you're a Nanachi fan. Me too. Nice to meet another one. If you like poker, I'd recommend playing it. Got an HD remaster. Oh, with all the original voice. Nice. I'm gonna need to check it out then. I do like poker. I like to play a lot. Like on family vacations and stuff when I go back to see my folks and we try and do stuff together. That used to be, we used to play a ton of card games around the table. like blackjack and poker. Those were like the two most played. But yeah. In my later years, daspra was like, yeah, I got y'all to play blackjack or 21, whatever you want to call it, so that you'd practice your math skills. And we were like, oh, we were learning. He was good at that. He was always good at gamifying learning for us. Sam and Max. And then Sam and Max Hit the Road is the first one. Do I need to watch that one first? Or do I need to check that one out first? Max and Sam Hit the Road. I wrote it down. Otherwise I'll forget. What? Archived Rose, welcome in again. How are you? Bunny, that's me. Allegedly. No, that's me. Ratchet and Clank Collection, another series that I have never played. So, after Little Gator Game, all right, after we finish Little Gator Game, I want to go back and finish Spyro, and then Crash Bandicoot I've never played. I want to play that one, and then maybe we should look. Is Ratchet and Clank, is that like remastered or it just available on Steam in any way? Maybe we check that out. I don't know. I feel like there's so many things we got to play. I was so focused on Nintendo games as a kiddo and Atari. What? That, you know, I feel like I'll miss a lot of these other titles. Blue. That's me. Only on PlayStation? Ah. Dang. Well, then there's no way I could play it. I guess I'll have to pull out my PlayStation. What? No, I'm not. No. I'm not. No. Oh. My hip tracker keeps messing up. It's just been a day. What's the last thing you broke and how did it happen? The last thing I broke and how did it happen? I'll answer this in two ways. I'll answer like the most recent thing I broke. And then I'll answer like the honest, dull answer. So the honest, dull answer, the weather stripping on my car, like on my vehicle sits in the sun a lot, and it was dry rotting, and I had to get one of those little tools. So I took it to like a mechanic, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be like $4,000. And I was like, no, the hell it is. So I just bought the parts myself for like $90, and I was like, I'll just figure this out. So I'm out there like I've got this like plastic tool, and I'm trying to like get it out and everything. Anyway, there were these little plastic clips, and in the instructions it was like, whatever you do not break them because they'll fall down in the car door, rattle around and be annoying. Well, they rattle around and they're annoying now. I was getting impatient. It was hot, and I was like, we'll just fucking do this. And I broke the little clippies, and they fell down in the damn car door. So that's the boring answer. Okay. The interesting answer, and this is pretty old. Some people here know this one. Some people were present for it. I was in I had just bought so I've been like upgrading my PC slowly over time, and like the next part that needed to be upgraded was my monitor. Like I had these old like capped at 60 frame monitors. I had two of them. They were fine. They still work. I still have both of them. They're great monitors. But like if you're pushing a really powerful PC and you're like, well, I really want to run like 120 frames or, you know, whatever, and your setup's only as good as like the weakest element in the setup, right? And it got to the point where my monitors were like the weak point. And I was like, well, I'd like one gaming monitor. But I got this decent monitor. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It does like 360 hertz, and you know, it's like OLED, you know, really HD, like super HD, all that shit. Y'all are computer people, you know. Anyway, one night I am sitting in a Discord call with some friends, some close friends. We have our webcams on because we're sitting there shooting the shit. and we're having some drinks, as you know, adults do, if they want. You don't have to, but we're having some drinks, and I'm being dramatic, and I'm like telling a story, and I'm wearing these glasses, and I take them off and like throw them down at my desk for dramatic emphasis, like it's a dramatic moment. They bounce off the desk, bounce up, and directly impact the brand new gaming monitor and shatter the screen. And I've had enough drinks that night that I just like look at it, and I get stunned and quiet for a minute, and I tell everyone in the call, I'm like, I just broke the monitor. They're like, nah, like quit fucking. And I take a picture and send it in the group call, and I'm like, no, I just broke the monitor. And I was pretty chill about it that night because I was relaxed. Anyway, yeah, that was really bad. So that's like the funnier answer to that question. Way more interesting than I was doing weather stripping in my car or whatever. So not supposed to do that. Yeah, I got that now. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God is the correct. Emulators are legal? Yeah, emulators are legal. As long as you have you have to have your own hardware, like you're saying, where you can rip the BIOS. So you need your own hardware to rip the BIOS from. And whatever game you're playing, you need to own so that you can rip the ROM. If you own every element of an emulation, if you own the original hardware, you ripped it yourself, yada, 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 yada. Yes, if you check all those boxes, emulation is totally fine. That is true.
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Femi. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope that you're having a lovely day. Well, I mean, yeah, people get super defensive about emulation. But most of the time, the lawyers are most of the time, let's be real. Most of the time when people are emulating, they don't check those boxes, and that's the problem. That's where they get in trouble. We're not talking about the morality of it. That's not what I'm getting at right now. We're strictly on the legal lens. Very different conversations, 100%. But yeah, most of the time people don't have the hardware, you know, and that's when they get in trouble. So yeah. Oh my goodness, my stutter is bad there. But I'm kind of in Camp Lee, so I like playing on original hardware a lot. I have a special place in my heart for it. I still have so none of it's set up right now, but I still have in my living space around in various places. There's like an NES, there's a SNES, N64. You know, I have these things, and I have the old cartridges and stuff. They all still work. The only significant change that I've made to anything, my N64, the controller, the joystick finally kind of went kaput, and I bought a rebuild kit for the joystick. So I rebuilt the joystick of my N64 controller. Other than that, it's all original hardware. And I really enjoy that. Actually, my early streams, I strictly played on original hardware. So I would use like a analog to digital converter and actually capture original hardware, play on original hardware. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. But it doesn't stream really well. It doesn't upscale that great. And so you either make it really small, or it just looks kind of grainy. So yeah, I stopped doing that, but it was fun. I enjoy it. I still set up original hardware pretty regularly. You love piracy, Lost. Hey, a lot of folks made a good living on the open seas. Yarg. For me, it depends. So, I think emulation is fine for anything that's not the This is a personal opinion, not legal advice. I think emulation is fine for anything that's not actively on the market right now. I think if you want to emulate Chrono Trigger because you don't want to pay, $200 for a Super Nintendo cartridge of Chrono Trigger, I think that's totally reasonable. I think that's fine. I think if you're emulating Switch 2 games and you don't own a Switch 2 and you're like emulating an $80 game on a piece of hardware that you don't own and you're just like totally bypassing, I don't think that's fine. So, yeah, I think it depends on the age of the hardware. Like no one, right? Like no one's losing out if you other than like used game traders, but that market is so inflated, I'll say. Yeah, $200 for a Super Nintendo cartridge is high. And that's coming not because people are necessarily interested in the game. They're more interested in like collecting, which is cool. No shade. But that has like really caused this sort of skewed value on things. So, yeah. Same thing about playing music on my boombox, something more physical, satisfying. Yeah. Lee, you're in like-minded company on this. There's a lot of us here that have been like abandoning the subscription services for music and things and doing physical media again, especially for music. Yep. Program open lets me play ancient video games. Sure. Some of you know about the if you're in like the retro game market, I purchased well, first of all, I only games that I own, right? But I did some emulating on my Steam Deck, which I really enjoyed. And then I've done emulation for, games that I own on the AYN Thor, which is a dual screen Android-based emulator. I love that thing. I love it. It has completely transformed how I spend my free time. 100%. I am no longer like sitting at my PC, like playing PC games, like sitting in my... Hell, I'm wherever I want to be. If I'm at a restaurant waiting for my order, I'll pull out this little handheld and like, play a little bit of Pokemon or something. I don't know, whatever. It's so badass. I was recently replaying Guardian Legend from the NES. I forgot how hard that game is. I have been struggling. Wow, hard game. But yeah, I think emulation has time and place. But you'll never catch a Switch 2 emulator on any of my emulation devices. You won't catch a PS5 emulator on it, right? Those things exist, but I'm not going to use them because that hardware is like readily accessible and available. Not necessarily for my budget. I can't afford them, but they're there. So if you already own all these things and want to try to transfer to your PC, I have no issue. Otherwise, in my opinion, piracy is too risky for me, too paranoid. Agreed. Yeah. Let's get physical. I love that music video. Any games that are, for example's sake, Windows 3.1 DOS games no longer being sold, it's fair game. True. Yeah, I mean, if it's not being sold, I think that's a great time because there's a lot of cool projects that are like archiving games. From that lens, like archiving games through ROMs and stuff, games that are just no longer accessible in any other way. Kind of to Octo's point, I think that's a cool use of ROMs. I think that's very appropriate. So, emulated a Zelda game Switch. That was kind of neat. Ran decently, I suppose. Well, interestingly, when we talk about emulation, Nintendo already embraces emulation. They just on their own platform, right? If you've ever used if you played the NES games, SNES games, N64, GameCube, all those systems, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, blah, 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 all those systems that they have where you can play those games, they're emulating on their own hardware. So, I mean, they kind of use it already. Yeah. Vicky's absolutely right. So old hardware, you could go to a yard sale and pick it up for like pennies. They're like, yeah, I was hoping someone would take this or I was going to put it in the dumpster, But, yeah. It's really skyrocketed in value, and I think that's changed the accessibility of using original hardware and playing original games because a lot of people just simply cannot afford it anymore, and they're not making new of something, and what is available is hoarded and yeah, it's a complicated subject, and it's another one of those countless examples where the legality of it and the morality of it are in very different places, right? I feel like most people can agree that like the law often does not necessarily reflect the morality of something. So, Flash game, yes, I used to love Flash games. Ask me anything, Tree. What question do you have that nobody has been able? Wait, what question do you have that nobody has been able to give you a good answer to? Oof, that's a hard damn question. Are you gonna answer it? Reason I dumped my bio PS2 is broken. Oh yeah, great reason to dump it. That's a clear example, right? Start collecting? You should. Go to yard sales. I'm telling you. Yard sales, garage sales, you can get all sorts of stuff. Also, just having like spares of things, so especially older hardware just will fail with time, right? It's just how it is. But older stuff was built to be worked on, which is really cool. So you can take those things apart. I rebuilt an iPod Classic recently. That was so much fun. I know nothing about like little electronics, but I like flashed it, rebuilt it, all that sort of stuff. I put in micro SD cards instead of a hard drive for faster read times. Put in a much larger battery. The thing lasts for like 2 weeks on a charge. It's wild. Love that thing. And I was able to like use other parts. So I bought several and like mix and matched and got really what I wanted. So yeah, having multiple of old things is a good idea because then you can, even if something doesn't work, you can pull the functional parts and pieces out to keep things alive longer. So that's kind of cool. Depends on what your question is. What question do you have that nobody's been able to give you a good answer to? I'm always torn because sometimes I want to be like funny with these things, and sometimes I want to be genuine. I don't really think I want to be funny. No, I'm just. It's a damn good question. I think when I don't exactly know how to phrase it, but you'll get the sentiment. When did just like kindness become like a rarity? Do you know what I mean? And that's not to say that any of you that y'all are not being kind, but like on a global scale, I think and maybe I'm just getting old, but I feel like people are generally speaking less willing to like take the time to be just kind to each other. Like they're very focused on like their day to day and like their problems, and I think they inadvertently like we've all I don't think it was ever not rare. I don't know, man. Like I remember going to the grocery store like not even as a little kid. Like you know, like in my teens where like my memory is functional. Like I remember this. And it's like people weren't walking around with their fucking headphones in and like not making eye contact and I get it. Some people have like social anxiety and all those things. That's fair. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about just like blatantly just like ignoring people, not being friendly to your neighbors. Just I don't know. I don't know when that went away. And I think you have to be a certain age to remember like that time frame. Because it was there. I'm telling you. It was totally there. I'm not saying it was perfect. No, there was a lot of bullshit. But just like a baseline kindness, I miss that. I don't know. I'll give you a great example. I refuse to use self-checkout. I hate it. I hate self-checkout. Not because I don't want to like check my own things out and scan them, but because I enjoy talking to the person at the register, right? And whenever people shop with me, like I'll walk up and I'll help them scan and bag and everything. Like if they're willing, I'll bag while they're scan. Yeah, like I'm happy to do the work too. I don't mind. But I want to be like, how's your day been? Like what have you been up to? Like just and then they say something and then it like springboards this way and this way and this way and we have like a nice little pleasant talk. I love that. I think that's so exciting. That's fun. I enjoy it. It makes me happy. And when people are shopping with me, they're like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to the person behind the register? It's like, because because they're there. They're a person. I want to treat them with civility and respect. I don't know. Damn. Like, I get looked. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Back in my day. Yeah. And lower population. You mean like, Tree, are you saying like smaller towns and stuff, as you move into more urban areas, you're less likely to encounter that because people are overwhelmed with so much socialization? Kind of what you're getting at? Because I've thought about that. That could definitely be true. And yeah, explain some things for me, because I've moved from like a smaller population area to a larger one as I've gotten older. So yeah. I think it started before that, Red Fang. I don't think that helped anything, but I think it started before that. When I bought all my streaming peripherals, I also bought an SD card reader with the purpose of dumping old 3. Oh yeah, to play on stream. Dear God, you need to download 10 separate applications just to get the. Yes, it is so difficult to generate your own ROMs. Yeah. Yep. You're absolutely right. It is. Yeah, it's difficult. I think once you learn it, people are like, oh yeah, you just do this, and this. But like you said, if you do it wrong and you brick something, I mean, you're like, oh yikes. So it's scary. Michael Jackson, absolutely. Love Michael Jackson. Well, music. Yeah, that's part of it. Like, I'll still. So, okay. I got in an argument with a colleague just the other day. This is wild that we're talking about this right now. Anyway, I got in not a real argument. It was like a debate, not really a disagreement, whatever. But we were discussing. They were really upset because we were like placing an order of food, and they were like, "Well, I'll put the order in on my phone." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go and put my order in with like the person there, like at the place where we're getting food from." And they're like, "Why would you do that?" Like, so I can talk to them. And they're like, well, I don't want to talk to them at all. And it's always that. It always comes down to like people don't want to talk to someone. And I always do. I guess that's why I get on here and run my mouth for a couple hours once a week. I don't know. Blood. Yo, like, for real. It's like, you know what? Let's switch sides. You sit on that side. I'll do the work. I just want to talk to you, buddy. Like, I'm sitting here scanning. Boop. So how was your day? Boop. I like look up paper or plastic. Oh, did you bring your own bag? That's phenomenal. Looking out for the environment. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do this. Yes. Blood. Absolutely. Just taking a few moments to be nice to someone can make a huge difference in their day. Customer service is difficult work. And even if you're not in a good mood, just taking a few minutes just to like smile and just like a thank you. I hope you have a good day. Those things go such a far distance. I don't know. They matter. They do matter. I really believe they do. So, Spec Blue Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm on a soapbox about things, but thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. I mean, yeah, they're absolutely getting tired of self-checkout because it's super easy to steal. Yeah. It's they're the the money that companies are losing from like theft and self-checkout is far greater than what they're saving by not paying employees. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Tree. And that's probably part of what I'm experiencing. Reuse the same paper bag for late. Yeah, absolutely. Reuse some stuff. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Deal with it daily? Yup. But hey, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm on this. Damn it, Tree. They asked me anything as that's the second time it's gotten me. No, it was a good conversation. It's something I do feel pretty strongly about. And yeah, I don't know. I worry about. Did someone say tea? Cheers to that. Whatever you're having tonight, folks. If you're having some tea, some water, enjoy. Thanks, Viggy. I just worry about, like, civility. I don't know. And I think VR chat is like a fascinating microcosm of what I'm talking about. I think you can go and any of you that have played, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can like have your core friend group where like you're all on the same wavelength and you have a great time. You log in, you look forward to seeing them, and often these friend groups end up in like private lobbies because like they're having a good time and being civil with one another. But then if you step out and go to a public world, I say this as someone who spends like 95% of his time in public worlds. When you make that jump over, it's really a mixed bag. And like some people are there just to make people's days worse. You know, like they log in to just like be rude and difficult and say mean things to people. And like it's like, man, I don't know. It's just I worry about those things a lot. Just on like a grand kind of. And I have no ability to influence on that scale, right? So I shouldn't worry about it. All I can do is be kind to the folks in my day-to-day. So I try. I don't always get it right, but I try. What are you drinking? Water. What about you? Oh yeah, like slurs. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get it. You're rude and difficult. Nah, we get along, Juno. We get along. Anyway, that was a really long-winded answer to your question. Maybe. How about that Minecraft? No. Blackcurrant cider. That sounds pretty good, actually. I haven't had a good cider in a while. I should get one again. Cider is really... It hits the spot when you're in the mood for it. That sounds pretty good. Yeah. I'm glad we had the music this evening. It's really cut a lot of those like awkward pauses that I've dramatically left hanging for us. Oh my god. This song is if you've never listened to Arizona, I really like this entire album too, but this song is it hits deep. Sometimes you're just wrong. You know, I don't do a lot of coffee. I do a lot more tea. I should try coffee again though. Yeah, it's been long enough that like my your taste changes every so often as like cells die off and regenerate and yada yada yada. Y'all know all that stuff. But yeah, I should give it another try. I've had a lot of things that I didn't used to enjoy that I've really been enjoying. Hold on. You want to talk about when I was not that long ago, like 30 years ago, I hated pickles. Hated them. You know, I have been like tearing up pickles. Not only that, I've been doing picklebacks. Anyone here know what a pickleback is? I feel like I'm like back in university, like in college, like woo. Anybody? Green tea at work? I do Earl Grey as my work tea. Earl Grey. That's just my favorite anyway. The hell's a pickleback? Come on. Someone has to know. Pickleback? Anyone? Don't Google it. That's cheating. Looking at you, Juno. No, a pickleback. I better wait like one more second just in case. Okay. A pickleback is... You go most commonly at a bar, but you can do it at home. It is a shot. It is a shot of whiskey, right? And your chaser is a shot of pickle juice. And it always sounds really off-putting. If you don't like pickles, it is off-putting. Okay, it is. If you don't like pickles, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you should try it. No, it tastes like pickle. Don't do it if you don't like pickle. But if you like pickle, oh, I'm telling you, it's the perfect chaser. I don't know why. I don't know why it works. I can't explain it. So good. But yeah, I've been some nights I'm like, man, I really want like a pickle bag. So I have like, comically, I have like these jars of just pickle juice now. Because I've eaten all the pickles. I'm like, well, I'll save that juice. I might need that one night. I look like a fool. It's fine. It's fine. We all have the things that we do that look odd from the inside or from the outside in, I suppose. So no, well, no. I should have known that you know, Juno. That sounds horrifically disgusting. Well, I mean, if you don't like pickles, yeah, like I said, if you don't like pickles, don't try it. If you don't like whiskey, don't try it. You know, it's definitely one of those like key things. You gotta like both, and then if you like both, ooh, you know, you found something kind of fun. The back of a pickle. Yeah, Blood, it's the back of a pickle. Blood, you may have unlocked the next level. You may have just I don't know, but I'm curious. My eyebrow IRL just went like one eyebrow went whoop when I was reading that. Like, huh. It was like the interesting, fascinating. Nah. All right, everyone. It has been a phenomenal stream, but unfortunately, the thing that's been sitting in the back of my head is still sitting in the back of my head. I have not forgotten it, and it's calling me. I'm getting hungry. I've just got this. I've just got this phenomenal. No. I've got. Trust me. I've got this Italian sub waiting for me. You know what I mean? Just waiting. I gotta. Lee says it's not okay, so I gotta sub for sub. Wait, are you saying you'll sub to me if I give you my Italian sub? No way. No way. I appreciate the thought, but I want that Italian sub. Random P.O. box. Send me the sub. Do I have to put it on dry ice or anything, or you just want it? Just send it. Sounds so good. Yeah. Oh, Zypher. Oh my god. An Italian sub is. I'm talking about sandwiches, by the way, everybody. An Italian sub is my absolute favorite. I'm the worst. No, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. New followers that stopped by, even for a minute. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for the follower. To the new folks who came in with Amy and her community, who stopped by even for just a minute, thank you so much. Amy, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it.
How are you?
Skunk, welcome in. We're actually just closing up, but it's so good to see you as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the hello. Hello to you. But yes, Amy, thank you for the raid. I always appreciate it. Always wonderful to see you and your community. Hopefully y'all had a good time or found your way to wherever you were trying to go. Whatever it is, I hope that you had a good rest of your night after hanging out with Amy. Of course, all the channel point redemptions, y'all. Thank you so much. It was always fun to do those. The little redeems, the maid dress, classic. Thank you for that. And then the resubs and the bits and everything in between. But most of all, just your time, y'all. You know, time is precious. I'm telling you. You realize it the older you get. You've got a finite amount, you know. Once it's gone, it's gone. So where you spend it, it says a lot, and I appreciate it. I'm always grateful for it. How come there's no last point redemption? Hey, we can add one. I don't think that needed clarification. I think it did. Italian delis, absolutely. Absolutely. More questions next time? I look forward to it. All right, y'all. Be safe. Be kind. Take care. And I will see you next time. There may be a surprise stream this weekend. Otherwise, we've got Stream Team on the agenda. We're going to finish RV there yet. Maybe. We played like the first half. We got the other half to go. So we'll see how it goes. It's always a disaster when the four of us get together. So if you want to be around for that and watch us mess up, hey, you're welcome to join. But otherwise, I will see you all later. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.